Hello, priestesses and parasites. My name is TV's Guyan, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X, where last time we took on the Sanctuary Keeper and the Spectral Keeper and Lady Unaliska. Was it all of them? No, probably only the Spectral Keeper and Lady Unaliska. Either way, we got our ass handed to us a bunch of times, because I finally managed to get to a point in the game where I am not at all overpowered to deal with what's going on, which is lovely. Unfortunately, now we have destroyed all possibilities of getting the final Aeon, which means the world is doomed, and all shall fall into darkness with absolutely no hope of redemption ever. So, you know, should probably deal with that. Also, I don't think we can do this yet, but there is... there is a destruction sphere thing. Where you can get the destruction sphere, but I can't remember when it activates. Anyway, time to get out of here. Seems like night has passed, and daylight has come. Oh! Oh, hello! Hi! And this is probably our first really good look at Sin.
Dad, I know. The final summoning's gone. But I'll think of something. Just give me a little more time.
Two ships passing in the night.
Aren't we the happy-looking bunch?
Frana! Frana!
Where? That all you can say? Why don't you think of something?
Well, any good ideas?
Come on, help us.
What do we know? Sin is Jet. Thus you have a link, a bond with Sin. That may be our key.
So, what do we do?
We think and we wait.
Two things I'm bad at.
Anyway,
We need to sit and think this through. There has to be a way. We need to sit and...
So much for the final Aeon solving everything.
Still thinking.
We'll wait till you think of a plan. Get that noggin working.
cool. Let's just solve that problem then. Anyway, we can now use the save spheres to get onto the airship and go places. Well, we'll be able to go places soon.
Rush this and we'll lose everything. We need to plan carefully.
But for the moment...
May I help you?
Yes, you may. And now he's finally selling 4 slot weapons. Well, they're occupied by plus 10% stat boosts, and then, of course, you got the piercing weapons for Kimari and Orin, which have 2 slots already occupied, which is annoying. But this is where you can really start to get into customizing stuff for yourself. It is also possible to get a hold of... No, not weapons. I want items. It is also possible to get a hold of, like, completely empty items, where you have 4 slots that are, like, completely available for everything. But it's not always easy.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's just wander through the airship and see if something happens. I'm sure it won't. Things don't usually happen when we go wandering around. It's not that kind of game. Hey, Yuna.
I'm no good. At all.
What are you talking about?
All this time I've been thinking about how to defeat sin. But beyond the teachings of Yevon, I know nothing. I'm sorry.
Yuna, no apologies.
But...
Apology is running. Yuna never run away.
Thank you, Kimari.
So, Kimari, you got any good ideas?
Yevon's teachings.
The teachings won't help us fight sin.
No answer in the teachings. Answers lie outside. Must know both sides to find answer.
Both sides.
Micah knows much. Find him, make him talk.
That's it! Kimari, you rock!
So, we have our destination then. Find Micah. Make him talk.
Hey guys, I just had a great idea.
It was my idea. Let me tell them.
It's like this, yeah?
I just thought...
The hymn's the key.
Ah!
The hymn?
Sir Jack likes the hymn of the faith, correct?
Yeah?
That's why he was listening to it in Makalania.
Sin, violence incarnate, listening peacefully.
I know it's your old man, and I don't mean no disrespect, but...
No, it's fine. I've gotten used to it.
Let me say it. If we attack Sin head-on, we've little chance of winning. However, if he hears the hymn of the faith, he will become docile.
Yeah, and that's when we make our move. Might be against the rules and all, but who's keeping track, yeah? Yep.
Yeah, it could really work.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
So, now we have full access.
That sounds like a plan to me. Our baby here'll take us anywhere we want.
And here is the airship menu. No overworld, no flying around the way that you do in other games. But a couple of interesting options. We have this input password entry now. That sounds fascinating, doesn't it? And we have a list of locations that we can visit. We can go to Bivelle and go to the High Bridge and talk to Micah. But before that, let's do something else.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Let's see. I need a chocobo. Oh, hello.
We left the houses in Bivelle. I don't really understand what's going on, but Mom said it was dangerous.
My husband and I decided to leave Bivelle for our son's sake. Bivelle is not a safe place for children anymore. The high priests of St. Bivelle do nothing but squabble over politics these days. They've forgotten their duty to us, the people. Hello. Can't understand what you're saying yet. But soon I will. Where can I get a chocobo? Oh, there you are. Yes, please let me ride one. Chocobo, hooray. So I don't think I can win yet. But I want to at least show you what lies at Remium Temple. It's also very overpowered, the reward that you get here. Well, overpowered for some things, not for all things. So you can't go to every save sphere in the game. Like there's a predetermined number of save spheres that you can go to with the airship, which is a little annoying, but yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I should save first, though. Actually, I should save first, because I'm gonna get game over.
I will be the judge of your Aeon strength. Are you good enough, I wonder?
So, we start with Valifor.
Now.
Choose your Aeon.
And we'll just kick his ass with Bahamut. It's probably the easiest way to do it. There we go.
Stop. That is enough. Ah, you... Take this.
Ah, no, I was wrong, actually. We can't do it yet. We need the optional Aeons first. Right, that's true. So, we need to go and get Yojimbo, and we need to go and get, well, something else. Oh, I forgot about that. Right, how much money do I have? Not enough to get Yojimbo just yet. Let's board the airship.
Lady Yuna, a gentle... She reminds me of her parents.
Yuna's old man was a priest of Yevon, but he married an Albed, huh?
Lord Braska wanted peace between his people and ours. He would occasionally visit the home of those days.
So that's how he met Sid's sister?
They ran off together into the night.
Sounds like love. Wow, Sid must have been furious.
Yes, he wouldn't talk to her after that. But when Yuna was born, they made up again. His sister took off for home at once. But then her ship.
Sin.
That incident turned Lord Braska down the summoner's path.
Everything leads...
But you'll put an end to it.
with a vengeance.
I pray for your success.
Didn't mean to...
May I help you?
Didn't mean to skip that bit of dialogue. I forgot Rin had that. Let's see. Okay. That gets me some of the way there. Alright, let's go see Yojimbo. And see if we can convince him this time. No meno friendly
If you desire, make your offer.
Let's see. 2, 4, 7, 2. There's 1, 3, 5.
Do we have a deal? Adequate. You are my client henceforth. My sword shall guard you on your journey, Summoner.
There we go. Acquired Yojimbo. Don't know what he needs the money for, by the way. I genuinely don't know. And now to... Let me think. Because in order to do that, I think we need to go back to Samarkand, actually. That was a long way to go. So. Remember that noise? So, now we're looking for all the wrong squares. All the ones that used to, like, kick us back. And erase our progress. They are the ones we are looking for now. It goes here. Yay! Giving us the Magistral Rod. Which halves all of Yuna's MP costs, which is nice. I also have the Cactuar Wizard, which does the same thing for Lulu. Now, let me show you something. This is all we really needed to do, and we can leave now, but let me just show you something. Let's go back to where Yunalesca was. And say hello to Dark Bahamut. He's gonna kill us now. Defend yourself, Guaka! That's Dark Bahamut for you. It's possible to beat him, but not yet. It's, yeah, so, in the international version of Final Fantasy X, that is to say the one that was published in Europe after it had come out in Japan, and I think even the American version didn't have this, although I may be wrong, they added optional super bosses to the game, the Dark Aeons, who show up... Oh, no, I didn't want to play Blitzball. Who show up in various locations around Spira, usually connected to their base Aeon forms. And they are optional bosses that you can kill if you want to, but they are also, like, they're extreme late-game challenges. You really frickin' need to grind your party out a lot in order to have, like, a sliver of hope of a chance against them. As you could tell from what happened to me with Dark Bahamut there. He's one of the tougher ones. Like, it's a lot easier to beat, for example, Dark Valifor, which is, like, that's more of a beatable challenge. Not right now, though. I think he would still wipe the floor with me, but it's there. But the trouble with Dark Bahamut particularly is that in Unaliska's room, there is a treasure chest with a really important item in it. We got it because I knew that I had to run around and try and find it, but if you don't know that, you can get into a little bit of a trouble trying to get a hold of it. Now, let's see. The Albed have left riddles in 1,000-year-old ruins scattered across Spira. Decipher them to learn the password. So, this is part of the Albed minigame, where you find all the Albed primers, and then you're able to read their language, and then on various ruins, we've encountered it in Besaid already, we've encountered them at the very, very start of the game, before, and you decipher those, and then you use those passwords to get to some special places. We're not going to do that, though, because I already know the passwords ahead of time. That's password number 1. Let's see, Victorious, I think, is the next one. Yep. And then there's Murasame, and I think that's all of them. There we go. Let's just go pick those up. Thank you. That's the Victorious. That, I believe, is a weapon for someone. Oh, no, it's a shield. It's a shield for Riku. It's a shield that gives her fire, ice, and lightning proof, which is quite good. Over here, though, we will find the Murasame, which is for Auron, which is a 1 MP cost weapon, which is a really powerful ability for anyone who's a spellcaster. Auron isn't. He can still get use out of it, because it allows him to just spam his abilities a lot more, and you don't have to worry about it, but... And then finally, let's head to Mushroom Rock. The cloudy mirror seems to react. Not enough energy. Oh, right, shit. Yeah, the mirror. Fine, okay. We'll deal with that. Right, can't obtain that yet, because we need to do a thing with the cloudy mirror. Anyway, don't need to bother with that. Let's see. It's somewhere... Cenubius Sands, good. There we go. Bosch Temple. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ah, the Omega Ruins. Yeah, I'll show you that. I'll show you that, why not? And so we have filled out, at least for now, all possible locations. Let's go to the Omega Ruins. We won't stay. I'll just show them to you.
What is this place?
700 years ago, a monk who defied the teachings was sentenced here.
Oh, the traitor Omega, yeah?
Omega's loathing of Yevon has turned him into a fiend.
They say he liked it underground, out of the light.
So he's here?
Scared?
Not a chance.
Well, I am. Welcome to the Omega Ruins. Another late endgame area that we're not gonna mess with it right now. I'm just gonna save, and I think maybe I can beat one of the random encounters here. Maybe. I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah, I should be able to take these. With a little bit of luck. Okay, that's the floating eye out of the way. Albeit these guys can be a handful and a half. Shit. Oren, why would you dodge that? That there, on the other hand, that's fine. Okay, should be able to kill one of them with this. There we go. Capture him, too. Which is lovely. Ah, good. But yeah, endgame area, really powerful enemies. Some good opportunities to make money here as well as it's one of the better grind spots if you find yourself in need of that. But there's also some, like, I met a relatively weak group there. There's some groups here who are not so weak. Well, who are a little bit less manageable overall. Let's see. Let's go to the Passate Falls. Grab that. Thank you. And then battle site, I think. Or is that... Nope, good. To get the Phantom Bangle. Which is a thing for Lulu that gives her Ice, Fire, and Water Eater. Which is quite good for her, because it means that elemental attacks will heal her. Finally, let's head to Baj Temple. Doesn't this look familiar? Oh, I should say first, though, because... Hang on. Welcome back to the start of the game.
What's up? Something here?
I almost got eaten by a fiend here. Payback time.
I get the picture. All right, let's go.
Let's see, where are you? Here he comes. Remember him? Now, this is by no means an easy fight. Although I have a way to make it easy. If I really want to, I can make it easy. For the moment, we're not gonna do that. There we go. Got the poison on him. He is by no means unbeatable, but he's a tough boy. Because he has that attack there, Stone Punch, which I forgot about. It'll petrify anyone it hits, which is bad. And I don't think I have any petrification resistance on anyone, actually. On anyone's armor. No, I don't. So I'm gonna have to... Okay. Ooh, okay. Not great. Damn it, he's immune to gravity. Of course he is. And he's also armored, as you can tell. And he takes half damage from all elements, which makes him troublesome. Yeah, no petrification resistance on anyone. Okay. We'll just have to hope that he keeps missing. Or that if he hits, that at least it doesn't trigger. Because it doesn't always trigger. He has 38,000 HP, something along those lines, so... just gotta keep whacking at him, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Got him. But if he hits you with those stone punches, and they actually petrify you, he can end the fight really, really quickly. So he can be a bastard and I have to deal with, but we got lucky. The AI, or the random number generator, was kind to us. There we go. Into the temple we go. So, here is the point of doing all of those extra puzzles in the temples of trials, or in the cloisters of trials, because that's how you unlock this temple, is by doing all of the destruction sphere treasures in every single temple. You can light up these orbs, and that will unlock access to what lies behind that door there. Hey, that looks familiar.
You are Maester Seymours Mother.
So you know, yet still you seek my aid. My son, do you not hate him? It is all right. He is the one who sowed the seeds of hatred. He is to blame. But I am at fault for letting him become what he was. He was always alone, half guardo, half man. I wanted to give him the strength to live by himself. And so I became a faith. But because I let him taste power, he began to thirst for more. He was not satisfied with my Aeon. He wanted more power.
And he found sin.
Yes. Come, summoner. I will bestow you with my power. The Dark Aeon, Anima. Destroy sin, and my son's obsession with it. Though it is small recompense for what I did to him.
So again, the game is making a point out of, like, it's not just that Seymour is like an evil person and he was born evil and he was always bad and etc. It's not just that, like, oh, Seymour's terrible and don't worry about it. This is a piece of shit. Kill him and then all things will be solved. He's a product of the world that he lives in. Seymour is the way he is because that's how the world made him. That is his fundamental tragedy. Because again, the problem is not Micah, it's not Keenock, it's not any of the people in Yevon, really. It's not even really Yevon itself that's the problem. It's that the problem is sin. The problem is you have this world that exists in this constant spiral of suffering and death. And what that world produces is inevitably people like Seymour. It is inevitably institutions like Yevon. Like, these are responses that emerged to that kind of world, to that kind of suffering. Which is not to say that Seymour is blameless, like that, oh, we should feel sorry for the precious little uwu bean who did nothing wrong. No, he did everything, like, just all of the things wrong. He did every single possible thing wrong, but the way that you get to a situation where that kind of thing happens is, well, you know, a mother dying to become an Aeon for her child. A child who's been traumatized their entire lives. You know, and like, imagine giving that kind of power to a child who has to listen to Lady Yunaleska go on about how death is the only way to free people from their suffering. Like, this is like, boy, you begin to see how he got so fucking twisted, like how he got so profoundly fucked up. And it's not because he was born to be evil at all. Anyway, now we have the secret Aeons as well. We can return to Remiem Temple and get our asses kicked.
Well, Yuna, shall we see how well your training serves you?
Let's see.
Very well.
Let's take on Yojimbo.
Choose your Aeon.
And I guess I might as well show you what Anima looks like. Let's see. Probably just attack, I guess. Yeah, that dodging is going to be a problem, isn't it? Okay, you can stop doing that now. Yojimbo has excellent evasion stats. But we should be able to take him out pretty freaking quickly with Anima. The trouble, of course, is that we're still going to have to face Anima. Okay, let me show you the overdrive, because Anima's overdrive rules.
Take this.
Thank you for the shadow gems.
Well, Yuna?
Alright, time to deal with Anima ourselves.
Very well. Now.
And just for the heck of it, let's summon Yojimbo for it. Probably gonna get his ass kicked, but I can show you a little bit of how his mechanics work. Here she comes again. In terms of character design for Anima, by the way, notice the overriding, overwhelming theme of Anima's character is
your Aeon well, summoner.
Imprisonment and constrainment, being trapped within something, specifically here within a shell that doesn't allow freedom and which causes tremendous suffering and pain. Yeah, a little bit of a metaphor for how Seymours Mother felt about the world there. Good doggy. You can pet the dog in Final Fantasy X. Oh! Oh, shit! Oh, really? Oh, okay! Say hello to San Mato. His overdrive. Oh, wow, okay. I didn't...
Stop.
All right. That doesn't happen.
Ah, you haven't... Take this.
That doesn't ever happen. Okay. I wanted to show you his mechanics, but alright, I guess we get into it. So, Yojimbo has an attack called Sanmato. It's essentially comparable to Odin's Santetsuken in other Final Fantasy games, in that it's this instant kill attack that just kills anything that it touches. But, in previous Final Fantasy games, bosses have obviously been immune to Odin's Santetsuken, because you can't have an instant kill attack that kills bosses. That would make the game trivialized, make it incredibly easy. Not so much in Final Fantasy X. Every single boss, I do believe every single one that you can summon Yojimbo for, he can kill them with Sanmato, if you get it. But the thing about Yojimbo is, he doesn't use Sanmato on command. Like, if his overdrive bar is full, there's a decent chance, like, the chance that he'll use Sanmato gets better, but it's not ensured. Usually, there's like a 1 in 8,000 chance that he will use Sanmato on a boss. Like, depending on this whole bunch, like with Yojimbo, there's a crap ton of math that goes on under the hood that determines the likelihood and probability of him using each of his abilities. And it depends on how much money you pay him and, you know, but there is, like with Yojimbo, he does have a tiny little chance that instantly when you summon him, without any prompting, he will use Sanmato on an enemy. Usually he does it to mobs, like usually he does it to normal random encounters. For me to summon him and him to instant kill a boss character, well, I guess it's Anima, I guess it's technically not a boss, but that's still... The chances of that happening are fuck and all. Like, there's zero. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, well, I guess I got to show you something. But anyway, yeah, Yojimbo can kill everything. Absolutely everything. If you have enough money to pay him, and if you spend enough time... Yojimbo has a compatibility stat, basically. He has some stats that determine how compatible he is with Yuna, and how motivated he is to use his most powerful attacks. And if you maximize both of those stats, you can, like, just summon him against a super boss, like, for example, one of the Dark Aeons, and he'll just kill him. Like, you're probably gonna have to reset and do it, like, 10 or 15 times to get him to do it, but if you max things out, like, he will just kill them for you. Like, that. It'll cost a lot of money, though. Can I still not break it open completely? No. Belgamine!
If you've got what it takes.
Why won't you let me in? Oh, wait. No, I need to... God damn it. There's another item. I need another item. God damn it. Okay. There's another item I need to obtain. In order to obtain that item... It's a capture thing, isn't it? We have the flower scepter. That's part 1. But we need the blossom crown as well. Where the hell is that? Oh no, it's Gagaset, isn't it? I think it's Gagaset. We have to capture one of every fiend in one particular area. And I think it might be Mount Gagaset. Oh no, that's gonna take so fucking long. Fine. Fine. Let's go capture fiends on Mount Gagaset. Oh hey, matron.
Shall I tell you about the spear of days long past, eh? There is a legend, you know. Just before the horrible sin appeared, a terrible war raged between Bavel and Zanarkand. When the armies of Bavel attacked Mount Gagazet, they heard a song echoing across the snowy slopes. 'Tis a song from an other world, they said. Soldiers panicked and ran. And then, as if to pursue the retreating armies, Sin appeared. Sometime later, scouts from Bavel braved the mountain. On the other side, they witnessed the ruins that had been Zanarkand. The city destroyed, not a single soul left standing, gone. In its place, a multitude of the faith had gathered on Gagazet. They were singing a song. It's the song we now call the Hymn of the Faith. And that, as they say, is dead. Well, maybe not all of it. Would you like to hear the rest?
Oh, yes. Let's continue.
Rumors flew in Bavel about Sin's sudden appearance. They said that the people of Zanarkand became the faith that they had called Sin, and that the man responsible was none other than the summoner Yevon, ruler of Zanarkand. Yes, the Lord Father of Lady Yunleska. On the eve of Zanarkand's destruction, Lady Yunleska had fled to safety with her husband Aeon. Later, the two used the final summoning to defeat Sin. Yet the people of Bavel still feared Yevon. It was to quell his wrath that they revered him and first spread his teachings. And so were born the temples of Yevon. I suppose it's possible Yunalesca had planned it that way from the start. A fair trade. She defeats Sin in exchange for her Lord Father's honor. Of course, there's no proof. No, the facts are lost in the mists of time. And who'd admit Yevon was an enemy of Bavel? You can bet the temples had a hand in covering that one up. And that, as they say, is that. Like to hear more, would you?
Oh, let's keep going.
Let me tell you about the Hymn of the Faith. It was once a Xanacan song, sung in defiance of Bavel. Of course, the Yevon clergy of Bavel forbade it. Then, as these things often go, those who disliked Yevon began to sing it. The Albed, for instance. The Hymn of the Faith became the symbol of defiance against Yevon. Yevon could do nothing but capitulate. They lifted the ban on the song and spread a new story. They said the hymn was a song sung to soothe the souls of the dead. And so saying, they took the song and made it scripture. That's why today, the hymn is sung all over Spira. You could say that though Xanacan is gone from this world, it lives on in the song. Ah, but look at the time. I've rambled on again. I do love stories, you see. Well, I owe you my gratitude for hearing this old scholar out.
So, remember how Tidus, at the start of the game, when Waka shows him the prayer? And Tidus says, anyone would know that. It's the blitzball sign for victory. The prayer, too, came from Xanarkand.
Like to hear...
Anyway, Machen sure does seem to know a lot of stuff about the past of Spira. Isn't that fascinating? Anyway, we have these teleport pads, which makes things a little bit more convenient, so I'm gonna go catch a bunch of monsters so we can get the flower crown, so we can do the thing in Remium Temple. Ah! Okay. With a little help from the inbuilt cheat system in the game. Oh, right. He wants me to collect the ones from the Calmlands first. And he's not gonna register the ones from Gagaset until I do. Fine. Okay, there we go. Finally. Don't know if you have what it takes to open it, though. Right, that's the mirror. We can deal with that in a second. I've been researching specimens you brought from Mount Gagaset and created one nasty beast. Thank you, Blossom Crown. Not now. Took bloody long enough. So, let me show you the optional bosses in the monster arena. This little bugger right here is the Chimerageist, who's a troublesome lad, as you shall soon see. It's not impossible that I might be able to beat him, but you certainly can't when you first arrive in the Calmlands and capture all of the little beasties. Because as you can see, your insta-kills don't work on him. But his most certainly work on you. Okay, Yuna. See, because I don't know when... Ouch. I don't know when he's going to use Aqua Breath, but when he does, I want to be ready for it. Because he also has that physical attack that hurts a lot. And I don't think I can power break him. Oh, I can. Good, good, thank God. Don't use Aqua Breath, don't use Aqua Breath, don't use Aqua... Fuck you! Can I magic break him? I can magic break him. Okay, use it on Oren. Please. Yes, good. Don't think I can delay him, though. No, he's immune to that. So the way to deal with him is you use Yuna to nullify his elemental attacks. And then you have Oren use Sentinel to take his physicals. Like so. Not vulnerable to poison. Well, didn't think he'd be. He would be. Can't remember. I don't think he's vulnerable to slow either. No. Can I provoke him? Nope. There we go. I should have a handle on him now. I've managed to get the setup that I need in order to beat him. But as you can tell, like, if you don't know that you can do all these things, you can get in some real serious trouble. Don't actually remember how much health this guy has. It's a lot. Hey, got him.
You beat him. Nice shot, Sonny, but don't let it go to your head.
Ah, finally. That took some doing, at least with the speed-up options that are available in this remaster. Took a little less time than it normally would have, but still more than I would have liked. Anyway, let's just go around her for a second. And head on over to this door. And the Blossom Crown, ta-ta, will open the last bit. Here's Cindy. Here's Sandy. And here's Mindy. And here's an ass-kicking, probably.
If you've got what it takes to beat... Very well. Now, are you ready?
Say hello to the Magus sisters. It has been a long time in Final Fantasy history since they've shown
Choose
up.
your Aeon will, Summoner.
So as you can see, this is a special Aeon that consists of 3 Aeons all in one. And they are trouble. They're really difficult to beat. Or at least that's how I remember them. Maybe I'm going to kill him easily with your... Maybe I'm just going to summon Yojimbo and he's going to kill him again, like he did with Anima. Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, no. And here's how Yojimbo works. If you want him to do something in a fight, you pay him gil. Depending on how much you pay him, he might use more or less powerful attacks, but there's really no way to tell because, again, complicated underlying maths that determine it. So let's try and give him 1,000 and see what happens. Hey, we got the Wakizashi. That's nice. With the Magus sisters, though, the trouble is... Oof. There's 3 of them. Let's try and paint 2,000. I don't think that's going to do anything. But, yeah. There we go, the multi-hit Wakizashi. That's better. Still, Yojimbo's definitely going to go down. So as you can see, Mindy over there is the support sister. She's the one who does, you know, who helps out the other ones. She also has cure spells, which is a bit of a problem. Yeah, figured Yojimbo was going to get taken out. But since Mindy hasn't been using cure spells yet, we might have a shot. Or maybe they were just a lot easier than I thought they were. Ooh, ow. Hey, Anima, can you finish them off? Okay, cool. Got rid of one of them. But the thing is, as you can see, she's not gone from the battlefield. The Aeon hasn't been defeated. Ah, bugger me blue. But Mindy's actually cooperating very well. Normally, at least times that I remember having fought her, maybe I fought her too early. Fought them too early. She was constantly using cure spells and being just a massive pain in the ass. But this time around, she's being very nice, actually. Albeit, as you can tell, that regen spell right there. Ow. Okay. See, that's how you normally get your ass kicked by the Magus sisters. Especially because Mindy can revive the other two. She's been very nice, and she hasn't done it yet. But as I recall, she can. So, you know, that would be bad. And I don't have any means to dispel her protective spells, which means I may be in a position right now where I literally can't do any damage to her. She's gonna nullify that. And she has shell anyway, so it's not like that makes a difference. Okay. Oh, I should have... Oh, no, Ixion. I should have summoned Ixion to dispel her shit. Sorry, Bahamut. Now, because I managed to take down two sisters, they shouldn't be able to use their overdrive, which is good. There we go. Okay, just dispel all her nonsense. Stop doing that! And hopefully that'll keep her casting support spells rather than healing. But yeah, again, the AI of the Magus Sisters was quite nice to me this time around, because they can beat your party up, actually. Yeah, good. She's just going to keep using support spells so long as I dispel them. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, dear. Yeah. Okay, Bahamut, take another shot at her. If she uses regen now, I quite literally probably can't beat her. Okay, White Wind. That still heals for a lot. Damn it. She's an absolute tank. Okay, Shell is alright. Just build up that overdrive, Bahamut, before she uses Holy. Please. Please. No! No! Don't do that! I can't dispel it anymore! Ah, fuck me in the ass! Okay, Bahamut lived. We get one shot. Okay. Mega Flare, please. Please, 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 Mega Flare be enough. Please. Oh, thank God. Jerks. See, because if Mindy uses Mighty Guard early on...
Stop. That is enough.
It becomes really hard to take down the other two sisters.
Ah, you have made some progress. And for that, I'm glad. Take this. It may come in handy.
Thank you. Perhaps you'll teach me again someday?
That's not possible. You have already surpassed your father. There is nothing more I can teach you. My work here on Spira is done. Time for me to go.
Send her.
Yes.
You can also not perform the sending, and then she'll stick around, and you can, like, keep fighting her Aeons if you want. But you don't get, like, the reward. You don't get good rewards for it. You just get spheres, which you can use to increase your Aeon stats, but it's not worth the trouble or time. So we send.
It is in your hands. Destroy Sin and save Spira.
And for that, we obtain the Moon Sigil. What do those do? Well, you'll find out in due time. But for now, having cleared out the secrets of Spira and many of the secrets that are available on the airship, that makes a pretty good stopping point, I think, for this particular episode, for which I've been recording for 2 hours. Oh, this is going to have to do some editing work in order to fit that into the 1 hour format I prefer for these videos. Anyway, if you've enjoyed hanging out in the world of Final Fantasy X with me and discovering the secrets of Spira, then I highly encourage you to hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below, because algorithm, blah, blah, etc., you know. Outside of that, I have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar. If you want to use them, I'd be very grateful for the help. There's some cool stuff on the merch store, you know, you can check it out. But if you don't want to, that's completely okay as well. Right, memberships. Memberships are available on this channel if you want them for $1 a month. That's a thing. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to wash your hands and wear a mask if you're going to be around other people. And, you know, have some solidarity with those people who are fighting very hard right now to try and make the world a better place.